Yeah, this is like a point-and-click game that I backed like years ago when it first came out. They've got a new one that's out that's been out for quite a bit called Tangle Towers. It's honestly, I kind of also want to make that a thing too, but I also don't know if I want to play it alone with you. But regardless, hi, welcome. It's time to play. There is voice acting in this, so I might just be sitting back and like being comfy. We'll find out. And there's lots of puzzles. And hopefully I don't, like, stare at the puzzle for too long and my brain melt. So welcome to Detective Grimoire. I get the credit for the most stable. Sound is important. Even though I just adjusted the settings! I swear to God.
2025 last night. A murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
Hold on.
Wow.
A tourist attraction. Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see why it matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look.
I love it.
How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
Sir, you're in my space.
You can start by reading this.
Our case file? There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
I'm gonna go a little small so it's easier easier to see. Oh my gosh, it's white! Oh, I can't read! Oh, it's so bright! Regardless, Richard Remington, founder of the tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, found dead outside his office at 2:45 Exact cause of death is unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. And any of the 7 other residents of the swamp last night could have hold vital information. Was it the wounds? Was it the claws? Hold on. You're saying this guy is our murder suspect? This guy. This guy right here? This guy. He looks too friendly. There's no way. Yeah, they can't be a suspect. They're friend-shaped. Hi. Welcome to one of my, like, inspirations for wanting to be into game dev. I enjoy point and clicks, like Rusty Lake, and I backed this one way back in the day. Well worth it.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this tourist attraction.
Hold on, detective.
Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him.
Look at him!
Thing is our murder suspect?
Also, you might have
more to Boggy than the cartoon.
You might know some of these voice actors.
I promise you, this is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
And then once we do this, we're probably gonna do Tangle Towers. My hat! His hat! You know what? I think it means I had to remove my hat too. Chapter 1. The Swamp Full of Secrets.
Your case file is in the top right.
Might have to adjust the game screen.
You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here. When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat.
Okay, let me just...
If you're confused...
Because I want to make sure... Get at least a large majority of the experience. But, like... It's a point click. There's always going to be something being blocked by the UI.
Come back here and I'll help you.
What?
Yeah, some that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, stealing.
Dex! Dex! Oh my gosh. Dex! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that prime submarino!
Back so soon, Grimoire? What's troubling you?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Getting rusty, I see. Don't panic, I'll go over the basics. First of all, you can examine things you find in the swamp by tapping on them. My advice is to be thorough. You won't regret it.
What about the suspects?
That's simple.
I love this
Just
art
tap
style,
on anyone
too.
you meet and begin talking to them. You'll eventually be able to choose from a list of topics, some of which might not be available at first. So you'll need to visit each suspect several times. My advice is to
Be thorough and I won't regret it. Yeah, I got it. Talk to everyone about everything.
If you must put it so bluntly, you can move around the swamp by selecting walk mode with the button on the bottom right, and then choosing a direction.
So, wait. What's the button on the top right?
That's the most important button of all. It opens your case file. It's where you keep...
Oh, I remember. I keep all my notes in there. Everything about suspects, clues, and the areas I've been to.
Precisely.
Oh
If you
my
get
God!
lost, read through your case file. It should help you decide what you need to do next. Good luck.
We're
That's
detective
where I need
mode.
to go.
And me without my detective hat.
I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh, and if I can turn off those sparkly hit icons. It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
That's so cute. Yeah, I'll be with you in a moment.
Just an odd old tree. The fence that seems to surround us.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, well,
Hello, person.
I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember. Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
What?
You're that weird girl from the fairground.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and
You'll
behave.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the
You
swamp?
got a map?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope.
Mhm.
He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you mean?
I should know,
If you-
because I am also a creature.
She disappeared.
Oh,
I
goodbye,
might
weird kid.
pretend I imagined her. As an opportunity, the two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they? The two.
I want to look at it more.
I still don't quite understand. Don't forget to use walk. Just my. Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate.
What? Silveration! Thank you so much for the follow! Welcome to the atelier. Please make yourself at home. Careful of the slimes. They like to steal things sometimes.
Probably.
This is me playing Detective Grimoire. A lovely little puzzler. Granted, it was kind of made for like touchscreen phone shenanigans, so things are going to be a little weird and also very finicky.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
You don't need one of those, buddy.
This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom.
I
And
hope you're
flick through
doing
the
well.
connecting statements in between to make a
I'm
sentence.
playing one of my personal favorite, like, point and clicks.
Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus and reach a Boggy's Bog. Seems like the middle of nowhere.
Our boat is way too big for...
My hat is too stupid for my beard to be so smart. What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, you could just do silly things like that, and I love it. That said, I don't... Yeah, I think the swamp is too remote. Some... It's too stupid, too big, too warm enough, too remote for... Yeah. I think it's this one.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really, but what's the story? There's a hollow part of the tree right at the front.
That's it? Let's go to the cafe.
I should visit the crime scene. I think Officer...
Okay. Sometimes the game can be a little, like, hand-holding, but, like, what are you gonna do? It's a point-click. And it's their first one that they ever made, I believe.
A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard.
What's that?
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
Huh. Flowers.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill, and it doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
Huh.
I should visit...
Oh, it's west? Okay, it's west. Oh.
There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes and back down into those reeds by the water. What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Alright. Okay. So then I follow the...
That's the one. But I wonder
you can't win against me, game! I'm too clever! Why is there a lockpick in the water?
So, this is where they found Remington's body. There's an open window above Remington. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. I can't get in here without a key. And maybe if I get... maybe...
Okay. I guess they don't...
Aha!
People!
Suspects.
Let's go!
Let's get this investigation...
Let's see. We have Chin Man over here. Or... Look at this guy. What an interesting designs for these characters. It's personally my favorite. I'm checking on my bitrate to see how well it's going, and it seems to be no dropped frames. Let's go. Maximum chin or maximum neck? That's the real question here. We need some suspects. Chin Man seems like a really good suspect.
Rock sitting in the water like if that was a natural current.
What?
Oh.
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No.
Look at Chin Man!
I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent Van de Peer.
The famous movie director?
The artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
And a smartphone. Wow. I hope your work is going downhill lately. Oh, I heard your work was going downhill. I could stroke his chin and ego about his lovely beard. We could also be sarcastic. Do you have a talent for answering my questions, sir? Do you? I must know.
That's great. Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
No.
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Welcome, welcome, welcome!
What's a famous
hope
guy
you're
like
doing
you
well.
doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure
I don't
you're
study
thinking,
math.
why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere. It's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy.
It looks like
about the
math.
swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he?
He's
So
just a little
mysterious.
guy!
No idea.
Stop making movies about the
Is
little
that your
guy!
cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy.
He doesn't look
That's a bit
lazy.
scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
Okay. Do we have any clues? Oh, hey, do you
won't
know
be
this
getting
guy?
very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important.
What?
If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you.
Okay, so you're just that guy. But anyway, welcome. Please help yourself to some refreshment. The slime's made some fresh cake today.
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was
I'm full of
working, very
wiggles.
hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest, but yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual, yes. Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burl, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always.
Oh, let's go to
But
the
being
slime
a
to see if they want
resourceful
to.
type of man,
They're
I
very
stepped
picky.
up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything
Anything?
useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective. But there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm back to... That's wood creaking. Okay. Huh. Hold on, I need to see if, like, my expression... Oh, yeah, my expressions are back to normal. Okay. Don't mind me, just distracted by my own face. Okay. 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 Okay.
Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature. No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible.
This guy is so full of himself.
Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday.
Oh,
That was
no,
just
but
a
it's these.
one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
The world's premier director. The king of
What?
wit and whimsy. You met him. You're a lucky man. Oh?
Hey, big guy.
All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I
I'm
love this
Detective
guy.
Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's my second name. Detective is my first name. Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Oh yeah, you were nowhere.
Vincent Vanderpeer told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
That's a really good question.
Uh-huh.
What were
You
you
were here
doing,
yesterday,
buddy?
I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
Ugh.
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe
need
looking
snacks.
rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
You're really steeping suspicious here.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer? You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never
Oh.
got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really?
Oh.
But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Oh yeah, this is a ghost from a game. I think the studio made. I forget the name of the game. Hold on. Haunt of the House. It's such a little guy, a little friend.
Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Vanderpeer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess.
Yeah, swamp films.
I'm
Swim in
sorry
the
I have
swamp.
not seen that before.
You gotta watch out for them gators.
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
That's great, honey. You keep going. All right.
You should ask someone else.
What do you mean?
Try showing it to somebody different.
What? You just saw him.
A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
All right, Mr. Ego Booster.
The famous director, and my friend.
I heard from Mr. Vanderpeer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had a walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Okay.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
I might need to
No,
up the
not all
font
the time.
size of the chat.
You left it with Vanderpeer, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Vanderpeer said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here.
Oh!
I left my video camera, yes. But I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take
I'm
black
honestly
and white
worried about
photographs?
hitting this button
For
and
fun.
like not actually
Only
pausing.
one photograph. You have to be disciplined
Or
when
like
you're not
skipping
using
the
a digital
chat
camera.
text.
Can I see it?
As
Of
I'd love
course.
to take a moment and
I took
pause.
it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect.
Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what?
Let me take 5 minutes. Because I know a lot of people who like enjoy photography, and a couple people, they enjoy like the simplistic photo style of like old cameras in the black and white. At least this one photography person I knew took pictures for my sister's wedding. It was really nice. They were a very nice individual. I kind of missed like going around and taking pictures
This is a photo?
like that, and I still do with my phone when I go outside with the dog.
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Oh.
What?
What?
Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
Okay.
What?
So now we're gonna go talk to Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you
This
talking
swamp?
about?
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that? Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way? I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item. Right. That's the one. I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Right.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
Right. So what do
He's
you
been
think of
working
Bobby?
with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course.
Oh, thank you, Benny Numbers, for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Please, welcome to the atelier. Help yourself to stuff. Oh,
He's
hey,
a
have you seen
talented
this?
man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know? I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
Wait, who ate what? Did I eat something? I'm technically eating white cheddar cheese crackers. Ooh, a museum.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers. That museum, which makes it look even more out of place. Is it being held up on wooden supports? It's bizarre. The door's jammed unless I can get these brass. Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear.
Oh.
That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
I feel like there's another game that, like, never really made it to Steam. Or, like, a story or something. Maybe it's on Newgrounds or something.
Let's see here. This journal belonged to who first discovered Boggy in this swamp 60 years ago.
It also could be a reference to Professor Layton.
This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
Also, why is this not in a case? To protect from rubby claws.
Models of Boggy's claw. Something doesn't seem... I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place.
Oh.
It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
How am I this good at games? Look at these little wigglers.
There's a little door in the wall here.
So?
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat? My sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook.
About you in my notebook. So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
Also, how does your jacket have
I've
a...
never been one
like
to
a,
worry about other people's schedules.
like
I come
a
and go as
wedgie
I
thing.
please. There's a key to every lock, detective.
Oh.
How?
So you have the key to the museum?
Of course
I think
I
I
don't.
need
Why
to
would you
turn
think
down
that?
the volume
Well,
again.
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I doubt...
I'm writing down
I'm writing down your confession?
At night.
And what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully. The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks.
No, I don't
wonder
have a
if he's hiding
filing
something.
drawer in my pockets. But hopefully eventually I'll have creature claws. Oh my goodness. There's like barely any time to breathe with this title. Let me... I'll come back to you. I need to adjust the sound some more.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
Oh, that's so cute.
He's having a grand old... It's a poster from the old... It said that... Swamps providing the... It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place. Did you know Swamp...
But yeah, I don't have any, like, folder drawer pocket shenanigans. And I have all my slimes to help do my research with me.
So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here...
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
So...
I bet you're into
visiting
aliens.
the museum. For fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Ah, what kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So,
He's such a
I suppose
snob.
I could divulge some of my findings with you. If you're in the mood for a little light reading, let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
I don't think he's a murderer, but man, do I want to punch him. Let's see. Information about Boggy collected by Derek. Boggy's swamp creature became protected in the area. It's changed from his original sketch, which has 3 claws on each arm. Alright. Alright. Oh, hey.
Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
Oh, you bitch.
The real swamp creature had claws. 3 on each hand, to be precise. But why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead? An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place. Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
What's a
creature unknown
cryptid?
to science. Look at this light blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
Oh my god.
I have no interest in something like that.
Wait, it is a pause button.
This file goes over some basic
It is a pause button. Oh my gosh.
It's nothing more than a basic overview, really. You're wasting your prey.
Shut up.
I've never seen...
Oh, but it is also a skip button. Damn it.
Are you asking about the cartoon character?
Tell me about the guy.
Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference, anyway?
Everything!
Well, then tell me,
The man was a
stupid!
fool. That's all you need to know. This person is of no interest to me whatsoever.
Alright.
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
Again, I want to punch you!
Next time, only show me something if it's important. Let's make that a rule.
Oh my god.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who
Maybe.
knows? Stop distracting me.
Stop
I'm
distracting
trying
me.
to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now?
We're showing him his
Where did
lockpick.
I find this again?
You found it outside
I
the
found
office.
a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
Cause it's your lockpick, you psychopath.
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to
you
come and
silly
go as you
goober.
please with it, am I right?
You absolute
Be
gremlin.
honest.
Luckily for me, Detective,
goober.
I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You lost your lockpick in
You
the
lost
swamp
your lockpick,
and had to buy
and you had to buy a
one.
new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Good. Alright. I'm getting the fuck out of here from this guy. Ooh, cool tree.
This staircase and this place. What's this? Looks like the stuff in the water has been moved around recently. Maybe if I reposition them, I'll...
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I recognize that footprint.
Let's go.
It's the same as the one found at the crime scene.
So we got creature toes.
This stair and this...
Up we go. Oh.
Someone please... Well, the lights... The
Hello?
light just broke. Seems I can fix it with those 3 congs. Once they're on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Okay. Okay, that's not connecting. That's not connecting. Yeah, that one's gotta be it.
Perfect.
Haha!
I am amazing.
Oh, we gotta leave.
Straight into
Hello,
my
leaf
house,
lady.
Did you?
You have such a really neat design.
Sorry, I would have rung the bell, but you don't have one.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention.
I
but
love
I can
their
make
design
exceptions for
so
harmless
much.
idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think
I love how their
you're
hair is a
going to,
leaf.
are you?
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
Alright, can you tell me about
Your
what
job
you
is
did?
to ask me about what happened last night.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
I need more water.
What else?
That's it.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Just give me a minute to write all this down.
Alright, what do you do here?
Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born. And I have absolutely nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
What have
Okay.
you been doing for that time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure
I
there's
wanna
one
hear your
detail worth
story.
writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned many things from them.
What about this little chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set. But if you bring me an object that has liquid on it, or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow, how do you do that?
Chemistry.
So you're saying it's not a chemistry set, but it's still a chemistry set. Pages of Weybridge's book, Pressed Flowers, containing information about all the flowers in the swamp and where they grow. The green and the red species only grow around the side door of the museum and can't be found anywhere else. Oh.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet. And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients. That's not... Come on, Grimoire. That's... Come on, Grimoire.
No?
Come on, Grimoire. Come on, Grimoire. Come on.
Can I try again later? Oh, I have to. Okay, well then we'll do this and this. Oh, there you go.
Got it. Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Alright.
Let's see.
Alright, we got another lockpick.
First thing we do, then tap the...
I wish that sound was like better sound
Now...
balanced. I'm so sorry. I do not like this sound.
Got it. Now I know what... I'll write...
Okay. So it's both the same bog water.
I have nothing good to say about that
See.
man.
And do you know about
I'm
Boggy?
not even sure who that is.
What? You lived here 60 years.
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
I know what it is.
I thought you might.
If you bring me something with liquid on it, I might be able to help. They're samples of flowers that grow in this area. 2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And one of them only grows around the museum.
I see.
You can put that away. I can't help you with it.
What about...
No, thank you.
Okay.
If
What
you bring me
about-
something...
Okay, what
you
about...
can put...
Okay. Do you know this
should
guy?
ask someone else.
Good.
Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree.
Okay. Okay, we'll come back.
The tree... It even has... Okay, even I'll admit, that's... A little black... It makes... I'm in... This is like... the owner of this... Though... The tree comes... It even... Okay, even... I'm in...
I'm indoors! And I'm still walking the bridge! Ooh,
Predictably,
trash
a
can.
trash can. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
Alright.
Hello? What's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
Alright, I've got my major clue piece.
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here?
Hold on. I found it in the trash. I lost my hat ever existed.
I found in the trash can explains what my lost hat ever existed.
I think the costume new design.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what the swamp creature ever existed. Did the real creature show up last night? The costume design I found in the trash can explains what the Boggy character was doing last night.
This one.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo was doing last night. The costume design I found in the trash can explains what the swamp creature was doing last night. I'm losing. Maybe there's another explanation for Boggy's The costume design I found in the trash can explains what the swamp creature ever existed. The costume design I found in the trash can explains what the Boggy character ever existed. The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo ever existed.
Oh.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph. I'm not sure I'm looking at the real Boggy here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Chapter 2!
I have something for you.
What?
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
No.
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Remington's office?
You know what? This kid is the murderer. I'm calling it.
Grass tree. There's a little locked door on this. I think it's part of the cafe. I think. The tables, I think.
Hey, Chefman.
Yes, I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At
I
your
love your
service.
hat. Where's that your
Well,
hair?
Kind of. You're a suspect, too.
Of course, of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits.
Oh.
But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
Oh.
I love challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
I'm supposed to look to the past, right?
Can this just be an option instead?
Richard Remington built the museum because the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago.
No.
Richard Remington built the museum because the swamp creature became a famous cartoon character.
No?
Richard Remington founded Boggy's Bog when the swamp creature became a famous cartoon character. Oh, I'm starting to piece together the history of this place. Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature became a famous cartoon character. Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in a trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't
You know what? That's what I'm trying to
What
figure
could
out,
they
bud.
achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Why does everyone know everything and
You're going
I
to
don't
ask
know
me about what I
anything?
was doing
What the
last
heck
night.
is happening?
I was going to. Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening. And
Okay.
I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock
Okay.
away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little
Okay.
door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton stuff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke.
Don't make that joke.
I won't laugh.
That is not a nice joke there.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
Ooh.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there
Aw.
a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You
No.
just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really?
Hmm.
So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He
The
ate
bog
one
dog.
nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like...
Give me the bog water.
Well, I'll try some.
Give me the bog
Later
water.
on.
I take to drink the
You're
bog
welcome.
water.
That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Well, this did
Richard
happen.
Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
I don't think he did anything. He seems like such a
Why
sweet
don't
guy.
you show that to someone?
Okay.
I don't know everything, I'm afraid.
Alright.
It was
Tell me
Mr.
about the bug
Remington's
bug.
favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there.
Okay.
It's the most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently.
I don't like how that's disappeared from your stock, sir.
I can't help you with that.
Okay. I think instead of asking everybody those things, can you tell me about
He
Remington?
was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Okay. I don't think I have any of his belongings.
I don't know what to say.
Okay.
I don't know very much about them.
That's yourselves!
You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically, but I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one?
Uh-huh.
The cartoon character or the real creature?
Both!
Exactly. You have a lot of suspects on that list.
Okay. So,
I was told
let's get to
Remington
brass
left the
tacks
cafe
then, buddy.
looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious.
Yeah, I don't think it's
What
this
do you
guy
think caused
either.
it?
He too nice.
What do I think caused it?
Well, I think the bog dog has some mayo on it.
That's not...
Oh. That green stuff.
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
Hmm.
The storeroom was broken into with a
Storeroom's
lockpick.
broke in.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Probably.
I was told Remington left...
Okay. So I don't think I can ask
You're going to ask me about...
anything else. So we gotta go back a bit.
Water,
anything in the
water...
water?
Seriously, I'm not...
Okay.
It's a humble gift shop.
Aww.
What on earth?
What the? What the?
It's some kind of roughly made There's a strange piece of red... 2 clues for the price of 1, I guess.
Let's go.
A boggy's bog? Maybe a... Boggy dolls,
I
Boggy
need a
dolls,
blog.
boggy toy. It's a photo. There's... Well...
Huh. Handpiece from a homemade boggy costume. Found hidden amongst the boggy hats and gift shop. The usual lining in the red swirly pattern. Red lining has a piece of red from the... That must be from the curtain.
Hey.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
I only just
no,
arrived.
I only just arrived.
You're the detective,
Oh.
right?
I'm...
Sally,
a detective.
please.
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kinda dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without
Stop!
How do you know?
Oh, I
Woman, please!
have a good imagination.
When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening. Same as
Okay.
every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight.
Okay.
Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Why?
We're all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I
Okay,
absolutely do.
I'm gonna be back. I know what to do. What's your
I
job?
didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here, exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
You know what?
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You'd never see me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective.
Sally.
When you have legs like mine,
Sally,
you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
Making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well, you're right. I always wear these.
The tension in the air is palpable. Who wrote this script?
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets? That is not something from my gift shop. I've never seen it before.
Okay.
Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now. They're mine, but I left them here last night.
Okay.
Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them.
Okay.
I have no idea what... Where are you... Is that one of your clues?
Okay.
I have...
Okay.
Where are you...
Can you tell me about
He made
Remington?
sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should.
That's just rude.
I know.
I really don't know what to tell you. Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that.
Okay.
Her. I don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
Oh my gosh. Sally, please.
Is that your new friend? Sweet. I really don't know what to tell you.
Sally, please.
I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
Oh my gosh. Alright. What?
You've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you
have said that quite a bit,
Edward Everstone,
detective.
at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Aww.
Why?
Because you bounce off the wall?
If I threw you against a wall?
What? No. Because I always come back, again and again, until my job is done.
Okay.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
Okay.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say.
Okay.
This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've
Okay.
written it down.
He seems like a good person. He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will.
Something about him feels fishy.
You're asking the wrong person.
Okay.
The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bar.
Yeah, can you
Did
tell me
know him?
more about
Not
him?
personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
What?
Boggy is my prime
What about the
suspect, you
bog
know.
boy?
The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Ah, yes, Agent Folder. A good man.
You know him?
We get on rather well, and we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
Okay.
You're wasting your time with that one.
What?
A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too. I have nothing to say about them.
Okay, so that means that's all that can found.
No thanks, my friend.
Okay.
I'm
You know what
afraid
this
I
is?
have no idea.
Okay.
Show it to somebody else. No thanks, my friend.
Okay.
I'm afraid I have no...
Okay.
Show it to...
Alright, you're just that guy that's
What
got
can you tell me
no
about these
interest in
designs
anything.
for a costume? A Boggy
It's
costume.
Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
Something about this man smells fishy.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What?
What does that
No.
mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it was...
Not thought. Felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm
Building
protesting
an
for animal
attraction
rights.
like this in
Well,
in a
okay,
swamp
I'm
is
following you,
dangerous
but
in general
it's
because
not
of
like
all
they're
the things
cutting
that you
down
can
trees or
find.
anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal
I'm
day, this
leaning
place
back.
is far from
This
peaceful.
man is making.
Are
this
you
man-
talking about the swamp creature?
Hold on.
About Boggy?
A creature like that.
Let me just.
He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis,
This man's
assuming he's
making my
not going to
brain
mind.
hurt.
Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective,
You done?
I never had an academic calling in life.
You done,
I
sir?
was never even a talented artist or musician or anything.
Sir?
So instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
Sir! Sir, are you done? Are you done with your speech? Get out of my chest here. Alright. I'm leaving you, sir. So.
Ah.
What? Uh-huh.
So I have the museum.
That means, wait, is it